Hi, I'm Mr. Lamb. I'm from Larkspur Middle School.
And I'm Mrs. Lamb. I'm from Corporate Landing Middle School.
And today we're going to be talking about adding integers.
Okay, so our learning target. We always need to know what we're trying to get to today. So I can add integers using manipulatives and mathematical rules.
So we're going to use both manipulatives and rules. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to model adding on a number line. So we're going to take a look at our first problem here. -4 plus 6 equals 2. We're going to prove to you why that's true. So I'm going to start out by just making my 0, except again, I got to have something to write with. So here's my 0, and I'm going to start with the first integer, which is -4. So I count over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's -4. So that's my starting point, -4. And then I'm going to move 6 spaces. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now,
and I'm going to end up at 2.
So you move 6 spaces. Why did you go to the right?
Because positive numbers are to the right and negative numbers go to the left.
Okay. Would you like me to do the next one?
I would love for you to do that.
All right, my turn. I'm going to start at 0 because, again, that's exactly where we start. We're going to go to 5. 5, because 5 is positive, I know I need to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my 5. So that is my first movement. I went from 0 to 5. Now I'm going to add to it a -9, which means negative numbers go to the left on the number line. So I'm going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well,
and so that's
where did I end up? Yeah,
-4.
-2, -3, -4. So there's my answer to the -4.
And that's how you do it on a number line. Just remember, positive numbers go to the right, negative numbers go to the left.
All right, let's clear that board. We need to sweep it. Oh, perfect.
You're up.
Modeling counters. Another strategy is to model with counters. So everything that is positive has a certain color. In this case, we use blue. So this is a +4, and we're adding to it a -2. So I put my -2, which is a different color. Those create what we call 0. Ooh, can you give me some?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Give it a sec.
Give me some 0 pairs. These cancel each other out, and 2 plus 0 is, well, 2. And since they're both positive, the answer is +2.
Ooh, let me see if I can do the next one.
Okay, you do the next one.
So again, these blues are positives.
Right.
The reds, negatives.
Yeah.
So anytime I put a positive and a negative together, I get 0. So this gives me a 0, this gives me a 0, this gives me a 0. So the only thing left is the -2. So my answer, -2. Ooh, that one doesn't have any pairs. What are you going to do there?
Well, this is kind of what we've already learned back in elementary school. If you have 3 positives and 4 positives, you just add them up. They're the same sign, so you add and keep the sign. 3 plus 4 is 7. Same thing down here, we have all negatives, so we're going to add them up. We have 2 negatives and 5 negatives. Adding those up, we have a total of 7 negatives. We didn't even have to have any 0 pairs on these 2 examples. So when you get a chance to go through this again, really look at these examples and kind of study them. See if that will help. Let's go ahead and clear and go to our next strategy. Mr. Lamb has a strategy that I haven't used very much, but I really like it. So,
Ooh, I guess I got to move forward first.
yeah.
Still kind of new with this whole board thing.
Otherwise, yep.
Oh, there we go. Oh, we have rules.
We messed something up. We got rules.
It's okay.
I'm
We're going
gonna
to
go
show you
this
something else before we do this. We're going to go one more screen forward.
Yes.
And we're going to show you another strategy. Then we'll go back to the rules because we want to show you all the strategies first, do the rules second. So the other rule we're going to use is scoreboard. Now, we only started using this last year. For those of you that have ever watched the sporting event, I guess I need to be able to get my pen every time. I'm going to change colors because I'm tired of red. I don't like it. How about blue? So here's my scoreboard, right? Scoreboard's divided into 2. That's one team, that's the other. We're going to call this positive. We'll call this side negative. And down here, we're going to come up with our final score. So now we need a problem. How about 8 plus -3? Well, the positive team has how many? They have 8. The negative team, how many do they have? They have 3.
Who's winning? Who
Well,
has more?
this team has more than this team, so they're winning by 5. Now the question is it a positive 5 or is it a negative 5? Well, which team was winning by 5?
Positive.
The positive was winning. So that gives us positive 5.
Can I see if I can do it? Because
You
I've
sure
never,
can. Why
I've
don't
never
you try
done
it?
this. So my students last year did not see this, and I'm really interested in learning this method. So positive and negative.
Yep.
Right? Okay. Negative 9 plus 2. Okay. My positive team has 2 points. My negative team has 9 points.
So who's winning?
Negative. And
By
if
how
negative,
much?
I'm gonna put my negative sign here so I don't forget.
Okay.
So they're winning, so their 9 minus 2 is 7. So my answer is negative 7.
Excellent. But let me show you something that's just a little different. I think I can clear that out that way. Yeah, that works. Okay, so same thing. Here's my scoreboard, here's my positives, here's my negatives, here's my winner. And now I have negative 6 plus negative 3. Okay, so I have negative 6 plus negative 3. That threw me off for a second. So, do I have any positives?
No.
No, I don't have any. So what do I have here? I have 6 and I have 3. So who's winning? Well, this team's beating the pants off of this team.
They have 9.
Yeah, because now we have 9 and they're all negative.
And they're all negative. I like that.
That way you can use it no matter what you have. Positive, negative, both positives, both negatives, works for everything.
Can I put a 0 there?
I
just to
think that was a
remind me?
great idea. That way we think that we see that it's complete. I like
Okay,
that.
excellent. All right, let's go back to the rules.
Now let's go back to the rules.
So the rules,
we're not there
when we
yet.
get there,
We're there.
this is a funny little song. It's actually, if you want to look on YouTube, it's called the Integer Song, and it's to the tune of Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And basically what it says, when you have 2 numbers that, oops, can you give me?
Oh, I keep, gosh, one of
Same-
these days I'm going to remember that.
Same sign, add and keep. So if you add 2 positives, your answer is positive. If you add 2 negatives, your answer stays negative. Same signs, add and keep the sign. But if we have different signs, that's this one. If you have different signs, you know what? You're actually subtracting. Yes, you are. You're actually subtracting. And when it says take the sign of the higher number, like on the scoreboard, that's the team that was winning. So if they're winning, they're the higher team because that's the sign of the higher number. So yeah.
So this basically says same sign, add and keep, different sign, subtract. Take the sign of the higher number, then you'll be exact. And I will never sing that again, so you probably have the one and only copy of me ever doing that.
All right, let's move. Let's go. Let's go to the next one. I think we've almost done everything except for maybe
a practice or two.
You try. Well, let's do 2 practices.
Okay. You gotta let me have you. Can I give you a pencil first?
Yes, Mr. Lamb.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. She's gonna do one and I'm gonna do one. So, you do yours first.
Okay, all right. -8 plus -2. I have 2 negatives. Same signs, add and keep. I have a negative, and add the 2 numbers. 8 plus 2 is 10. I have a
Same
negative
sign, add and keep. Okay, and over here, I'm gonna use the same numbers,
Ooh.
but I have different signs. So what do we do with different signs? Same signs, add and keep, different signs, subtract.
All right. And who is winning?
Take the sign of the higher number, then you'll be exact.
Can I practice with that with the scoreboard?
Sure.
This one? Okay. Because I need all the practice I can get. So positive, negative. All right. Positive is 2 points. Negative has 8 points.
So the
Negative
difference is
winning. 8 minus 2 is 6.
So negative is winning by 6.
Look.
Okay.
All right, guys.
So we got one more thing to show you.
I don't think so.
Yes, we do.
We do?
I wouldn't lie to you.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're confused, and I can understand after listening to us how you might be. If you're confused, you can watch the next video on your assignment. That would help you out. But if you go like, I got these down, go ahead and start your assignment.
And you can always
See you
watch
next
the video.
time.
Bye.